Warren Buffett, the investor famous for making most of his fortune purely from stocks, has just emphasized that Tesla will experience blooming growth. The electric vehicle's controversial CEO, Elon Musk, recently jovially mocked Warren Buffett for being poorer than him, suggesting that the billionaire buy a stake in his electric vehicle company to catch up. Surprisingly, the other billionaire responded to Musk in an interview, stating that he doesn't underrate Tesla and thinks quite highly of Musk and his company, even if he's not an investor in Tesla himself. Buffett is popular for his investment strategy, which focuses on value stocks. So why does he think quite highly of Tesla, even though it's a volatile growth stock? Keep watching to find out. Warren Buffett, CEO of Berkshire Hathaway Incorporated, is one of the world's most successful, well-respected investors, while Tesla Incorporated is one of Wall Street's most contentious bets. Buffett has always adopted a value investing strategy for the market and avoided high-growth businesses with high profit multiples. As of the end of 2019, Berkshire owned $1.57 billion worth of General Motors Company stock, but to date has shown no inclination towards investing in Tesla stock. This is not completely indicative of what the billionaire thinks of Tesla Motors and the future of its shares, as this video will reveal. General Motors is an excellent stock choice for value investors such as Buffett, who is known for deals and sticking to firms he understands. Over the last 10 years, his investment has owned a varying amount of stocks in the automobile company. Because Tesla is still predominantly in the luxury automobile category, it produces gross margins that are roughly twice as high as GM's. Although, when Tesla ramps up manufacturing of the more affordable Model 3, gross margins are expected to shrink. Arguably, Tesla is one of the topmost growth stocks out there, although its stock prices are projected to have more consistent and steady growth in the future due to high-level business strategies being adopted by the company. Tesla stock has had many highs and lows, with more highs than lows, and it's a bit of a difficult stock to predict even for the most hardcore Wall Street analysts. This has been proven repeatedly by the brand consistently outperforming Wall Street estimates. Its growth fluctuations are evident in the company's stock, finishing at $766.37 on March 14th, down 36% from the year's high, which was reached on January 3rd at the first trading day of 2022. After the newly opened Berlin plant held a ceremony on March 22nd to commemorate its first deliveries, Tesla's stock price began to pick up again. In less than 3 weeks, shares have risen dramatically, recouping the majority of losses suffered in the first 10 weeks of the year. The rise has spurred Tesla to declare that it will ask its shareholders to approve a second stock split. Tesla has managed to buck an unfortunate industry trend, in which overall production has been markedly slowed by a shortage of computer chips and other parts. As a result, shares have more than doubled since the company's initial split in August 2020. It's safe to say that Tesla is not Warren's cup of tea. But what does he really think of the automotive brand? The interaction between Buffett and Musk is quite interesting on this front. Musk recently responded to a Twitter thread claiming that he was worth more than Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. Perhaps Warren Buffett should invest in Tesla, Musk joked. According to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO has a net worth of $236 billion, which is more than double that of Berkshire Hathaway CEO Warren Buffett's $103 billion in wealth. Buffett has previously hailed Musk as a wonderful individual, but also has stated that he has room for improvement and should be more judicious in his tweeting. While Musk has previously quoted Buffett, he has confessed that he's not Buffett's greatest fan. He has questioned Buffett's kindly grandfather character and called managing funds across Berkshire kind of a boring job. On an earnings call in 2018, the Tesla CEO referred to Buffett's concept of economic moats for long-term competitive advantages such as well-known brand or patented technology as dumb. Instead, he claims that a company's rate of innovation is the most important indicator of its competitiveness. This is practically seen in the way he runs Tesla, which many criticize him for. According to Buffett, Elon may turn the world on its head in several sectors. The investor alluded to Tesla's genius while admitting that competitive innovation is not for him. A traditional investor he might be, but it would not be particularly wise to bet against Tesla or Elon Musk for that matter. Buffett was quite right in his prediction of Musk being able to turn the world on its head, because this year, Tesla sales are expected to increase even more now that it has 2 additional factories up and operating. According to Ives, Tesla should reach a run rate of roughly 2 million cars by the end of December, and even though the full year total for 2022 might not meet that goal, the brand will reach impressive levels. Tesla sold 936,000 cars in 2021, with sales in the fourth quarter pushing the year-end run rate to about 1.2 million. Tesla's Gigafactory in Austin, Texas, was opened very recently, marking a significant step forward in the company's long-delayed aspirations to begin production of its electric Cybertruck. Tesla also recently hosted a cyber rodeo to commemorate the opening, inviting 15,000 people to listen to live music, consume food, and pay homage to Elon Musk and his firm. "We are truly entering a new phase of Tesla's future," Musk said, filled with enthusiasm to the assembled crowd. "We need an area where we can be huge," Musk added, "and there's no place like Texas. We're going to do something enormous." Following the car plant in Fremont, California, the battery facility in Sparks, Nevada, and the solar facility in Buffalo, New York, this is the company's fourth factory in the United States. This achievement came less than 2 years after Musk announced that Austin would be the site of Tesla's new Gigafactory, and less than a year after, the firm officially relocated its headquarters from California to Texas. The new Gigafactory is anticipated to increase Tesla's capacity in the United States, which has previously been limited by space constraints. In 2018, the firm famously placed a tent outside its Fremont, California facility to help fulfill Model 3 production goals. Musk claimed that at the time, the company's manufacturing in California was bursting at the seams. Any day now, Tesla is expected to release its first quarter sales figures. Projections of its global sales are expected to be similar to the 308,000 automobiles sold in the fourth quarter. That's a 67% increase over the first quarter of 2021, which would also be in sharp contrast to the car industry as a whole. According to Edmunds and Cox Automotive, new car sales in the United States are expected to drop 15% from a year ago due to low supplies and record high pricing. It's vital to remember that the stock market is an anticipatory system, meaning that stock prices reflect investors' consensus expectations at any given time. Every major automaker, including GM, which is a pie Berkshire has its hand in, has delivered or will sell reasonably priced electric vehicles shortly. The most plausible possibility for Warren's position at General Motors is due to the company's huge industrial infrastructure. Because of its manufacturing infrastructure, GM is in a strong position to deliver that hardware. In the United States alone, General Motors has 12 vehicle assembly plants, 12 powertrain factories, 6 metal centers, 4 component holding centers, 1 tooling center, and 1 battery assembly facility. In addition, it has 7 factories in China and 4 assembly plants in Mexico and Canada, respectively. Whilst Tesla's industrial infrastructure can't compare, these two giant companies have hedged their bets in different forts. Clearly, there are some similarities in strategies that indicate that both companies are not as far apart as might be initially thought. As Tesla and its stock are currently doing better than many predicted in this era of tight supplies, it's only logical that many investors, Warren Buffett included, expect Tesla to keep experiencing blooming growth. According to experts, the company has only just begun and has a front-row seat in the future that we're about to evolve into. Musk has certainly proven to the Berkshire investor and the financial world that innovation is the most important indicator of a company's competitiveness, and it can be rightly inferred that Buffett quietly admires Musk's paradigm, even if he isn't a vocal advocate. How far do you think Tesla stock will go? Comment down below.